afternoon, everyone, and welcome to James Carter Field at Murphy Family Stadium for today's MIAA Division I State Playoff Game between the visiting Braintree Womps and your BCI Eagles. BC High and the MIAA promote sportsmanship at all times. Please assist BC High in showing good sportsmanship during the contest by refraining from derogatory remarks or gestures towards participants, coaches, other fans, or officials. Remember, if there were no officials today, this would be an intramural game. Thank you for your help, and please enjoy the game between Braintree and BC High. Now, if you are able, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to BC High here for the site of the Division I playoff matchup here in boys soccer. Mike Watson bringing the coverage here on PCAM TV as the Womps here on the road to face one of the better teams in Massachusetts, one of the teams ranked very high at one point here this season, but obviously the two sides very similar in ranking as they head into this action. Braintree trying for an opportunity here right off the bat, and an opportunity, and a save is made. Oh, what a great chance for Braintree right off the bat. Here's another chance right in front as that one is deflected wide, and couldn't have asked for a better start right out of the gates for the Womps, who really probably should have put that one in the back of the goal. Huge stop for the neck minder for BC High. He was tested right off the bat. As Braintree has shown flashes of excellent offense here during the course of this season, looking for one right off the bat, and that was Reen who had the opportunity as he was denied. So in a game where you probably don't expect to see tons and tons of chances, especially as the playoffs now have begun, those are the chances you got to put into the back of the goal. So it'll be a goal kick for Braintree. Played out by O'Mahony. Winning the ball in the air, the Eagles. Oh, wow. What a challenge in the air, and that was dangerous. Surprised that that's not a card. Coming through was Tristan White, the junior. And if that's the threshold for contact here today, we might be seeing lots and lots of physical play. That very easily in a game could be a card, but here in the playoffs, it's going to take a lot more to apparently see a card here today. Dangerous challenge from the junior. Braintree throws it in towards the box, looking to spin back and take a shot. The ball is left free, cutting through some traffic as Silva now. Silva looks to cross and has it taken away. A little bit too much dribbling from Silva. down the field, that ball right on target. Looking across, Kennedy blasted to the back post and sent a little bit too far, and it's going to go past everybody and out of bounds. So Braintree with a flurry of opportunities here in the opening couple minutes. Very easily could have had one by now. On the far side, as play continues, Braintree trying to draw a call. As this one played off the defense, and it should be a Braintree throw-in. As Fernandez will fire it in. As the ball deflects off of BC High, and Braintree now throwing it in front of their own bench. Sides rising in the air to win it. And it will be a throw-in for the home team. So Braintree here on the road for a first-round matchup. Hard challenge. BC High player down, back behind the play. Braintree sprinting back down the field. As the keeper coming out, trying to make a play, and it rolls out of bounds. McConville, the junior captain and goalie. Braintree has number 18 seed versus number 15 Boston College High. Ball is free. And now Reen trying to get it past the defense. He's got some speed in front of him. And the pass just a little bit off the mark as it falls now onto the far side. Looking to cross, cannot. Braintree continuing to bring some pressure here in this first half. They've had lots and lots of opportunities. Ball free inside the 18, and the keeper will play it. Fires that one out in the air. Wow, nice throw. And now it finds its way to the foot of Heffernan. Braintree slows that one down, right back over in the direction of Heffernan, and a nice slide tackle to win it away for Braintree. To the sideline it goes. And chasing after that one is Kennedy. So it'll go out of bounds for a throw-in. As Daly will throw it in. Flicked away by Braintree. And up in the air, McClory. One in the air by Tisdale. And played away now by Kennedy. Kennedy along the perimeter, looking for a pass into some traffic. As drawing a call will be McClory. Back up the field, looking for Reen. We'll see how much Braintree shortens their bench here in this game as they give it away. On the far side, losing possession that time was Zoo. But the defense gets back to help them out. Down the field it goes off the goal kick. Mahoney will play it back out. And a long kick down the field. Fernandez able to steal it away. And the pass on target as Braintree sprints it here to the near side. Kennedy will fire and just missing up over the crossbar. No deflection, and it will be a goal kick. So Braintree has really brought some serious heat. BC High right now being outplayed drastically here in this first half. But it hasn't mattered as there has not been a score yet. But you'd imagine with the number of chances Braintree has created, they're going to get one here. At some point here in this first half. Kennedy trying to pass it to the middle of the field, and that was deflected away. That time the pass was not there. A good kick from O'Mahony off the heel of McClory. As Fernandez will throw it in at midfield. Long ball out in the direction of McClory. Going towards the corner flag, looking across. Beautiful ball, and Kennedy's header goes wide. Braintree with another good set play. And they really have created 4 or 5 excellent opportunities already here in the start of this game. This is a BC High team that was rated in the top 5 at one point during the course of the season, but obviously not finishing that way, otherwise they would have drawn a higher seed. A little surprised to see Braintree have to go on the road after a great regular season. Trying to clear it away, and that time McDonough able to fire it out. McClory cannot handle that pass, trying to come in with a slide tackle as that one is knocked away, and some space up the field now. McClory cuts it back, rifles it across the field. Left-footed cross, and just a little bit too far out of the reach. Off the Braintree defense and out of bounds. And a careless giveaway. Braintree with a chance up the field. As BC High with the bad turnover, but they cannot capitalize. Really needed better from that chance after the bad turnover, as both Reen and McClory really have been heavily involved early in this game. So a throw in on the far side. This one right towards the goal, and the keeper will make the play over the top. And that's been his specialty here in this game, is throwing the ball out. A lot of goalies don't go that route. They go with the conventional kick, but sometimes throwing it's a lot easier to control where the ball goes. As Kennedy cutting through some traffic, loses possession, and now chipping it back down the field is Scott. Up ahead, a chance for White. White has it knocked off his foot, and Braintree will have to retreat. So the defense packing inside the box. This one is forced to the sideline. And off a deflection. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be for a corner kick. So not the clearing attempt Braintree had in mind on that chance. So BC High's best opportunity coming now here in this first half, off the corner kick. As the ball cannot be cleared, now Braintree trying to draw a call, both sides trying to get one, and the ref not blowing the whistle in either direction. Corey will throw it in right down the sideline. His own defensive end is McDonough. And using the left foot to pound that one down the field. As Silva comes away with the ball. He has some real estate in front of him. Looking for that pass. As it finds its way to the open player, Reen. Reen cuts it back. Gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy ladles the pass. Gets upended. Braintree's had the ball quite a bit here in this first half. Trying to capitalize on one of these chances. Kennedy, one way then the other. Cross. And cleared away by the Eagles. Back out to midfield. Braintree brings it right back in. And along the sideline, it's Fernandez. Back to the sidelines. It goes out of bounds and a throw-in. The ball is free. Both sides looking for a call. Back down the field. Looking for McClory. Middle wide open for Kennedy. They couldn't get it there though. Cutting it back. Nice pass. Opening up some space inside the penalty area. Braintree looks for the cross and is sent to the sideline for another Braintree throw-in. been all Braintree really here in this first half, as they still look to get one past the goalie McConville. Thrown towards the box and flicked towards the sideline, and it will go out for a goal kick. So McConville will kick it out this time. He's been very busy here in this first half. He's made a couple of key stops. Braintree looking for the lead, and a foul called over the top on Silva. The free kick and a challenge, drawing a foul as O'Mahony coming over the top and showing some sportsmanship, checking in on the player for the Eagles who took the brunt of that hit. Scott is shaken up on the play. O'Mahony obviously getting the call in his favor as the goalie. Generally the goalie is the protected player in a lot of situations, as you would imagine. Kind of playoff type of play you're going to expect to see in this game between these two players. Both going hard for the ball. Braintree sends it down the field and out of bounds. So it'll be thrown in by Curran. Gets the return pass. As the ball is cleared to the far side. Chipped down to the opposite side by Lodemore. Trying for a bicycle kick try. As both sides fighting for possession. Opening up a shot attempt, and that one blasted way high and wide. Not even close on the shot. Cleared out by Braintree from the goal kick. As McDonough gets the return pass, he's got some room in front of him now. Trying to work it past the defense, he's got a head of steam. McDonough, a touch too far, and is played to the sideline, and it will be for a corner. So Braintree has opened up another chance. Going short with it. Flick to the back post. And a little bit too high for Reen, who is at the back post looking for a header. So the Womps with the throw-in, just inside the 20-yard line. Thrown towards the goal and picked up by McConville, who again has been able to read the ball off these high lobs. All the way across the field, and it rolls out of bounds. So Fernandez will throw it in from his own side of the field. Down the field it goes. Long run to it. Both sides rise, and BC High comes away with the ball. So the Eagles have been better as this first half has moved along after Braintree really came out of the gate strong. Kind of the way you would have expected it to go in the opposite direction with the home team coming out strong, but Braintree has really played a strong first half so far. As that ball goes out. And it will be a throw-in, not a corner. As this one is dangerous to the back post and scooped up just in time by O'Mahony, who flings it out to his midfield. As play continues along the sideline, Braintree looking for an out-of-bounds call, and they get it. Strong challenge there by Smith. The Braintree throw in. As Braintree fires it in again. That one on target. Hit a chance as this one is blasted off the keeper. McConville makes the save. As McClory with a point-blank stop by the keeper. Braintree created that chance from the sideline throw of Fernandez. That is two excellent scoring opportunities been denied by McConville, who's had to be excellent in this game, as Braintree almost certainly could have the lead and probably should have the lead at this point. Here is a corner kick for Braintree, their second of the half. To the back post, and the header from Williams. It's free inside the box as BC High with a poor clearing attempt, but now they're able to clear. Kept right back in by Zoo. Ball is free and now punched down the field. To the sideline, out of bounds. Thrown in by Braintree again. Right down the sideline. A perfect line drive toss. Need a cross. Cutting through some space is Smith as the ball was deflected back out. And kept forward by Fernandez. Braintree able to get to the loose ball. Silva slow to get up. Braintree looking down the field. And play will be halted now with the injured player down on the field. So Silva able to find his way to his footing. And off the drop ball, Braintree back with it. It's Kennedy. Kennedy trying to ladle it here as Monroe gets to it. Monroe's pass, pinballs, and he gets the return feed. Monroe looks for the cross, the flick, the score! As Braintree strikes first on a beautiful finish in front. Excellent pass as McClory puts Braintree on top 1-0 on a beautiful pass from Monroe. timeout going to be taken here in the first half as Braintree has struck first. A beautiful goal just moments ago. We'll be back for the rest of the first half in a moment. Welcome back here to BC High after the timeout. Braintree scoring the first goal of the game. Take the lead. 1-0 on a beautiful strike. As McClory with the goal from Monroe. Monroe, who had just checked in moments before that, set up Braintree's first goal. So the Eagles will possess here as we resume action. Braintree, a team that has faced adversity during parts of the season. Went on a real good winning streak before a couple of tough decisions towards the end of the year that may have actually altered them from getting a home game, which they have to play here on the road at BC High, a team that is very strong. And Braintree has certainly outplayed the Eagles here to begin this game and now have found some success and have found a goal to take the lead. Played out from the Braintree end, as it'll be thrown in just inside the midfield mark. Back down the field it goes, and McConville. Braintree wins the ball in the air, but out of the reach of the intended target, Kennedy, on the next pass. Back down the field it goes. Waiting for it in the box is the keeper. As he'll throw it out to his defense. Dangerous pass, and thought Braintree was going to steal that one away. Unfortunately, Garcia didn't take the best route to that ball. Probably should have stolen that. Along the sideline, ball played to the perimeter and out of bounds off Braintree. Corner kick now for the Eagles as they trail by a goal. And the corner kick going all the way across the field. It was touched last by Braintree for a throw-in now. Headed away by the defense, played high in the air by Garcia. Back down the field. And a little bit too far. So Driscoll trying to make a play. Ball spins free for Garcia. Finds the open player, Kennedy. Kennedy going one-on-one. Cuts it back. And the pass to Monroe, and he's called for a foul. So Monroe set up the only goal. This time called for the foul. He's jumped up from his defensive spot. And a foul going to go on the Eagles this time. Right on target for Kennedy, who's had a strong start. Able to chip it back from Monroe. Right back to Kennedy. They work it across the field. As Williams swings to the far side. Having to work it back now into a vulnerable spot is Fernandez. Fernandez, excellent. Excellent job. Able to win that ball back. And now down the field goes Garcia. Garcia finds Silva. Silva, some nice dribbling. Now looking across, and the ball doesn't go as far as they'd like. Cutting it back. Jumping over the attempted slide tackle. And back the Eagles go. On the far side, well defended by Zoo. As the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a Braintree throw-in. Actually going to be a foul. Hard to hear the whistle. Here's the opportunity. Spinning shot and a save is made. Braintree claiming the goalie had that ball for too long, and you certainly could claim that as the foul comes over the top by the Eagles again, who've been undisciplined. Down the field it goes, and a little bit too far. That one takes a big high hop into the Braintree defense as both sides rise, and the ball finds its way off of a Braintree player. Good challenge, and again Braintree wins the ball. Braintree wins the ball. Here's Kennedy again. Going one-on-one. Threads the pass for Silva. Silva cuts it back. Silva looking to cross. Takes it right to the corner flag. And then plays it off the defender for a corner. So the defender trying to do a little fake out move. And Silva just alertly plays it off the defender. Robledo Pook.
How many blondes there are? Even the black guys. Come on, Kinsey.
Off the corner, back post, and rising over the top is McClory, and the signal will be for another corner on the other side. So McClory has the only goal to this point, trying to get ahead on that one. Here is another one. This one bent towards the back post, and it goes just wide. foul at midfield. Morrison drawing that call. Frenchie plays it out here on the free kick, and the keeper is able to read that one in the air. So McConville will play it out. It takes a good bounce as it finds its way into the hands of O'Mahony. Plays it back down the field. And the Eagles now looking for some transition. Here on the near sideline, looking for a cross. Bent to the back post. Braintree falling down, looking to clear. They cannot, and they score. As Braintree allows the tying goal in front with all those white jerseys there, they could not find the loose ball. And the Eagles tie the score at 1. And the goal looked like from White. Braintree could not clear from their own territory. So a frustrating end to that play. Braintree's defense was back and well positioned, but nobody could get the ball and nobody could find it through traffic. And then it found its way through O'Mahony, who's been so good here this season. One he'd like to have back on a ball that found its way through his legs. As the Eagles now steal it, and they look like they want momentum from that last goal. Just a frustrating sequence for this Braintree team that's been better than BC High has been here in the first half, but now find this game tied at 1. This one bent in towards the keeper, and O'Mahony had to be alert that time. So the Eagles starting to bring some pressure here late in the first half. Good battle there from Migliori. And the call going in Braintree's favor. So a free kick here late in the first half in a 1-1 game. Braintree scoring first, the Eagles just tying it about a minute and a half, 2 minutes ago. This one chipped towards goal, and another nice play. This keeper, McConville, has read the ball very well off the Braintree feet. He's very tall and athletic. It's going to be tough to beat. Braintree forced down, looked like a clear foul on a push in the back. Braintree steals the pass. And Morrison cannot control it. Taken back the other way as Zoo will clear it out. Braintree back on it. Fernandez. Back down the field. As Morrison going shoulder to shoulder. And the call goes Braintree's way. This one played out. Back towards goal, and another routine stop. The middle of the field it goes. It's the ball on the far side. Two players running into each other for the Eagles. The ball sits free and Morrison makes a bad pass. He had a lot more time to make a better pass. Braintree not playing as good as they have been here in this first half, the last 6-7 minutes. And it's resulted in a goal to tie the score. All the way back to the last line of defense. It's played back down the field. As it's tapped out of bounds. Maloney defending that time. And getting a foot on that one in the air. And that is the end of the first half. So right before halftime, the Eagles had an opportunity to take the lead before half. So 40 minutes in the books, and what has been an entertaining game so far. 1-1 the score after 40 minutes of action here at BC High in the first round playoff matchup here in Division 1. We'll be back for second half action after this.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team. If we all show up together, that's what it's all about.
I was a part of helping to build what it is today.
I'm really lucky to get to be a part of that legacy.
Just that simple act that takes, 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
You guys keep doing what you're doing. It's something special.
Get up and try something. Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
Back here at BC High, start of the second half. 1-1 game. Mike will also bring the coverage here on BCAM TV. Braintree scoring first, BC High answering, and a very well played first half. Braintree certainly dominated the first 30 minutes. The last 10 minutes or so, the Eagles really started to find their footing, and we'll see how that translates into the second half. And waiting for a soccer ball on the field right now for whatever reason. Pretty important part of the game, I would imagine. So the Eagles will possess here to begin the second half. The ball cleared to the sideline. Braintree will have it. So this one has the making of coming down to the wire. Braintree had their opportunities early. Couldn't capitalize in the first 5 or 6 minutes when they had a flurry of chances, but did ultimately cash in on a beautiful feed from Monroe on the goal to Braintree's McClory. We'll see if Braintree can get one here to start the second half. Fernandez will throw from the sideline right towards the 18 as the header is up in the air and picked up by the keeper. Played back out by Braintree. As the ball is free for McClory. McClory sprints past the defender. And a step too far. As Silva now finds the open player. The release is a little bit high and wide. So Braintree with another good chance early to begin the second half. Back down the field. And Braintree again looking for another chance at the other end. Put a little bit too much on the pass. Thrown in by the Eagles. As the ball is free and a Braintree player upended and injured on the far side. Now looking to clear it away. As the Eagles now will play it down the field with the play of Carvalho. Look like this injured player is still down on the far side. A long time before play ultimately was stopped. So we will pause with the injury on the field. We'll be right back. Play resuming after the injury timeout. And what remains a 1-1 game. As the ball is free. Braintree with the shot, and it goes wide by Silva. Goalie able to make the play. Braintree starting with some more pressure here to begin this second half. As here they go again. Cutting it back. McClory, the shot, and it's blocked away. The defense that time getting in the way of the shot attempt. It's back down the field. The Eagles trying to make a play in transition. Well defended by Fernandez, who's been absolutely outstanding all season. Cutting it back is Smith. Finds Silva right in the middle of the field. Cuts it across. Kennedy back to Silva. Silva trying to work it through the defense and cannot. But right back to Kennedy, who shifts it right back down the field. An opportunity for Reen, who fires wide. Didn't strike that one square. And it tailed on him a little bit. Down the field, and the keeper will throw it out. And defended well. The defender just shoving Braintree off the play. I don't know what the heck that was. Nothing near a soccer type play. So it'll be Silva on the free kick as they mark out the 10 yards. Not really sure why the officials need to mark out 10 yards on a football field where you can see how many yards away it is. It's not even 10 yards. Braintree plays it, and the header is stopped. Taken away by the Eagles. They look to cross. Bent towards the middle of the Braintree area. And it'll be played away by Williams. Cutting it across is McClory, who's really had an exceptional game. McClory Back down the field. Finds the pass through. And getting upended at the end. As Braintree releases the shot, and a save is made by McConville. He's been very busy here again in the second half. He's had to be excellent in this game for his team to even have a chance. BC High is going to go deep into this playoffs. It's going to be because of him, because he's been outstanding. Braintree, certainly without his play, would have the lead by at least a couple goals, I would imagine, against the average goalie. Probably have a 3-1 lead right now, most games. Braintree winning the free kick. The ball is free, but it rolls out. Ball is loose, scooped up. Silva didn't have a shot. Plays it to the sideline for Reen, who plays it off the defense. And the ball goes to the sideline, and another Braintree throw-in. McClory, 1-on-2, gets the return feed, but that put him offside. So I like the idea by Braintree, but of course, that extra pass forced the player offside. Towards goal, and O'Mahony will play it away. Back down the field it goes. As the ball sits free. Play continues. Braintree knocked down, and the foul coming just outside the 18. Braintree will have a golden chance to take the lead. And now they'll have to mark off the yardage. This is where the wall will result. Two players right there. As the shot blasted through the wall, and it took a deflection as it goes out of bounds. And it will be a Braintree corner kick, I believe. So the corner is sent on a low line to the back post. And again, Braintree, I believe, are they going to call handball? Couldn't have asked for a better chance. Fernandez, I believe, was the open player on the back post. Just couldn't get a foot on that one and redirected home. He was open. Down the field it goes and out of bounds. To the far sideline. This one back down the field. Ball is free, trying to get it over to McClory again. He's been Braintree's best player here in this game, without a doubt. Back down the field. The ball is free. Looking to cross it. And O'Mahony able to punch it away. As the defense for Braintree getting back in the play, and a foul gonna go on Braintree. And that's not what you want to see from McClory. Could have easily been a yellow card for throwing that ball away. Last thing you want to see is your top scorer here today getting a yellow card for something like that. Looking across as this one cleared towards the sideline. And it will be thrown in. This one bent towards the box and headed away. Getting a foot on that one as Smith has it knocked away from behind. So Thomason able to steal that one and work it off the defense for BC High possession. And what has turned into a thrilling game here at BC High in a first round matchup. Between 18 Braintree and 15 seeded BC High. Eagles continuing to get some time in the Braintree end. It'll be a throw in for the Womps at midfield. Good work. Opening up some space. McClory trying to bounce around the defense, and it goes out for a corner. A couple of really good scoring chances here by both sides in this second half, as we remain tied at 1. Both sides with the player in front of their own goal. Braintree bends in the corner and not able to get the ball first in the air as BC High works it out. Dangerous pass by Smith. And this one harmlessly to the goalie. Flings it out. And all the way up over the Braintree head of McDonough. Something creating now for the Eagles, but play is too far down the field. That one all set up by a perfect throw from the keeper, McConville, who has had perfect aim on his passing. And that really does create a big advantage. I haven't seen a goalie do that all season, and that has put them in couple of scoring positions off of those kind of throws. that one goes out of bounds. And a Braintree throw-in just inside midfield. Thrown in as it pinballs back to midfield. Ball sits free as Madden knocks it to the far side, and back down the field it goes into the Braintree defensive end. Chance for a cross, and that was well defended, but it does go off of Braintree for a corner. So rare corner for the Eagles. Braintree continues to be the stronger team in this game, but the Eagles have played well after a good flurry again to start the second half. To the back post, nobody home, and that was a poor corner. Got to give your team a chance. Braintree certainly happy to see that one go out of bounds. Very harmless chance. Far side of the field as Reen get knocked off the ball. As that one flicked out, and it will be an Eagle throw. One game here in the second half, just about halfway through. Goes out of bounds off Braintree. And a throw in about 5 yards out. Actually looking to clear. And not far enough for McClory. There's play kept onside. As Braintree heads it away. Far side of the field, and that one goes out of bounds off of Braintree again. Thrown in towards the box, and O'Mahony will find it in traffic. Played back out, and off of the defender held. As that one blasted out of bounds. Change being made here. Substitution. This will be thrown in from the sideline by Carvalho. Goes short with it. And stolen by Braintree. As Smith called for being out of bounds, unfortunately. And this time the defense will clear. Fernandez back out to midfield. And a whistle going against Braintree. So about 30 yards away, they'll have a free kick. Take the free kick now. This one shot and off the 4-player wall for Braintree. As that one rolls out of bounds, as Gibbons able to earn his team a corner. And they go short with it. Gibbons gets the ball back. Gibbons looks to cross and sends it high and over the goal. Second time we've seen the Eagles do that from the corner. The Eagles starting to find some of the momentum now in this game, turning the tide a little bit. Crowd trying to get both sides into this game. Braintree with a long pass up ahead. And getting it back. McClory cuts it back. McClory can't get a shot off. And McClory with a touch too many. Got to get a shot off there. He had a chance with the left foot and didn't shoot it. Tried to touch it to get it back to the right foot, I think. And you got to release that shot. You're in a great scoring range there. And the shooting space was there. Hate to see those chances missed. McClory, every time he's had the ball, though, has made good things happen. Hard to fault a player who's been so good all season. But he knows that he needed to shoot that ball. On the far side, French trying to switch the field. Smith jumps in front of the defender, and it's a Braintree throw-in. Throw-in finds its way in front, McClory, and off the defense who clears. That was another dangerous situation for the Eagles, as Madden jumps up from his defensive spot to keep the ball moving forward. Being held there was Smith, as Smith works it off the defender, and it works into a corner. So Braintree trying to net one here off a corner. They've had so many of them. The corner, it goes all the way to the far side. And out of bounds. Back down the field. That's the shot on goal and a save by O'Mahony. Cleared to the perimeter, and another Braintree throw-in. Eagles making a couple mistakes here. Long throw, right on target. Back over for McClory, goes over the defender, back post. And Kennedy could not get to it quick enough. Now does get it. Flicks it back in, and they could not get the shot on goal. Braintree with 2 great crosses, 2 great opportunities, but unfortunately neither on goal. So the Womps bringing some furious pressure here late in the second half. Ball sits free. Silva gives it away. And it's cleared back out to midfield and further. As the Eagles now cross pass, open up a shooting lane. And that one very badly shot wide. Heffernan, a senior captain, and that is one that you lose sleep over. We've seen some great scoring chances, and then we've seen some chances that really have just gone right by the boards. And those are plays back. If BC High was to lose this game, you'd certainly sit there and say that was one play that you look back on. But we are still tied at 1. Some near misses by both teams in this game. All the scoring chances, just 2 goals on the board, 1 by each side. And all 2 goals back in the first half. Eagles running into each other there as the lane's starting to open up. Need to make a pass here as McClory trying to dance through a couple defenders. And he gives it away. Too much dribbling. As that ball goes out of bounds off Braintree. Actually going to change the call. It's going to be a Braintree throw-in. And they are going to keep the call the same way, but move the throw back, I guess. Braintree clearing it out. Moving it down the field. Cutting it back is Smith. And the pass is knocked away. And to the far side it goes. Both teams with excellent scoring chances here in the second half as we look to break the tie. As the shot is high and wide. Played down the field. And the ball goes out of bounds for a Braintree throw. I'm going to elude the Braintree player. And chip to the middle of the field. Fernandez being challenged by Gibbons, and Fernandez again wins the battle. Dangerous pass, and Braintree could not get to the loose ball. Now down the field, hustling back into the play is Silva as he knocks down the attacker. Looking across, back to the far side, and the Eagles now looking to chip it and take a shot. Poor pass, Braintree steals it. Back down the field. Long run for McClory. McClory hustling towards it. Gets a foot on it, but cannot get possession. As Braintree jumps in and steals it away, but gives it right back. And then it's given back. Both sides with some really bad turnovers late in the second half. You wonder fatigue starting to set in a little bit. Silva Silva continues, but too far. Good strong run from Silva, but he pushed that one a little bit too far. And now McClory called for the foul as he upends Doherty. Second half doesn't have a ton of time left. Going quick with the free kick, and Braintree gets a generous bounce out of the pile, coming away with it and clearing it away. And a nice flick, almost sprung the open player. That would have been a breakaway from McClory. Almost nearly a gift. Far side as this one bent, and Braintree will try and clear. Fernandez does so. As now McClory steals it. McClory flying down the field, and the keeper comes out and plays it away. So Fernandez, who has a great throw-in, trying to place this one in a perfect spot. Will throw. Flick to the back post, nobody home. Played back out. Braintree escapes with it. Nice pass on the money. Smith up ahead and just off the target as McClory could not corral the pass. That would have been another grade A scoring chance for Braintree. As that one cleared off the Eagles, it looked like. Still haven't seen a call. Now we do. Braintree throws it in. And the defense with a bad clearing attempt for the Womps, who find that one out of bounds. So the Eagles now starting with something. Here's a chance. The shot! Oh, what a save by O'Mahony! As Braintree is fouled. And a big time stop by O'Mahony to keep it tied at 1. Braintree will have a free kick moving out. Played on a low line. Double deflection. And the Eagles back into the Braintree end. As that one played off of BC High to the sideline. Braintree gives it away. And a cross. Fernandez doesn't get a ton on it, but it does work its way to the sideline. Gibbons back to the goal. Oh, what a stop again by O'Mahony. Able to get his left hand on that and punch it away. As Gibbons nearly put BC High ahead. Another release and another save. O'Mahony's been under duress. As an injured player for the Eagles, slow to get off. Looks like Gibbons, the player that slow to get up. As the clock has been stopped. So Braintree's had multiple chances to go ahead. Almost gave up the go-ahead goal on the other end on 3 excellent scoring chances by the Eagles. This has been a heck of a game here for a Division I matchup. Tough draw for either side in this game. It's difficult to see either of these two teams going home in the first round. Looks like both these teams are deserving for another game. As Kennedy cuts it to the middle of the field, and it's headed away. Back down the field. Eagles inside the 18. As Braintree trying to clear, and they do. Just able to get it away, and now we'll see if they can move it up the field. Again, going after it, and getting upended. And are we going to see a foul? Waiting to see. Looks like we will see a foul, as Braintree will have a free kick about 25, just inside 25 yards in. Chance to take the lead. Right before the second half was to close. So the Eagles had a chance at the other end to take the lead. They could not. And now Braintree has a chance to potentially win the game. Not much time left here in the second half. As Braintree shot, oh, just over the crossbar. And I think McConville got a piece of that, as it will be a corner kick. That one placed very well in the far left corner. And McConville had to rise and get a finger on that to keep it from going in. Braintree bends it in, and it is headed wide. Back to the far side. It is going to be McClory double teamed. Gets it through the defense. The ball pops free, and now the Eagles able to clear it away. Blasting it down the field as they look for a transition. As it's dangerously played back by the Braintree defense. That's not the way you want to move the ball. Coming back and able to save the ball to the far side, as McDonough was under duress. And a throw in, 10 yards away. Rising, Braintree clears. There can't be much more time than a minute left here in this second half. A spinning play, but Braintree was ready for it. We're not fooled by the theatrics. Smith, back down the field. Here comes Braintree again. And the pass just a little bit too far as they try to get it ahead for Smith. Both sides leaving everything on the field. Braintree looking for a last-second goal. Cutting it back is Smith. Smith one-on-one, crosses, and the save is made. Bad angle shot, but it turned to be a good one. And this might be the final kick away, and it is. The second half is going to end. We are going to go to overtime here in what has been an outstanding Division I first round matchup between Braintree and BC High. We're going to go extra time now, tied at 1. All goals back in the first half. We'll be back for overtime after this. Welcome back here to BC High, the start of overtime. A big rule change, obviously, from the regular season. Would have ended in a tie, but there are no ties in the postseason. We'll play overtime, and if we don't see a winner in overtime, we'll go to penalty kicks. I think both sides would like to see it decided in overtime. Anything can happen in PKs. As Braintree will possess here to begin the game. As Reen goes up over the shoulder. Up ahead for McClory. It's played to the sideline and out of bounds. And off of Braintree. A deep throw back to midfield as McDonough trying to use the middle of the field. And it finds a Braintree foot. To the far side it goes. Back and forth, continue to go with passing. Neither side with sustained possession. Williams finds Kennedy. Kennedy tries to cut it down the sideline, loses the ball. Gets it back though. And gets a foul. So Braintree with the free kick to move in from 35 yards away. Fernandez will take the kick. What has been an outstanding high school game. It's going to be disappointing for either of these two teams to have to go home. One side's going to have to lose. As this one is played towards the box and it's cleared away on a header. To the near sideline and out of bounds. Gibbons, who was shaken up at the end of regulation, back in the game for the Eagles. Green looking up ahead for McClory as both sides exchange headers. Carvalho blasts it in the air. And along the sideline. And be played in by Braintree. And played right back out by the Eagles. Nice long throw. Sets up McClory, and he blasted it wide. McClory miskicked that one. Oh, he had a great chance. Off of Silva. Probably not going to see many more changes throughout this game unless there's an injury. Goes off of Braintree for an Eagle throw. This one finds its way to a Braintree foot. The Eagles continue with possession. They're going to bend it right back in, and it's headed wide. So they were in danger zone for a moment. Played back into the Braintree end. McDonough's been busy back there. Playing it up and over the shoulder. That one right off of Silva, who tries to get back in the play. Played up high, and the Eagles able to gain possession for a moment before Braintree gets back on it. BC High really getting to a lot of these loose balls. Some tired legs out there as we are in overtime. Here in a 1-1 game. Division I first round matchup between Braintree and BC High. 15 BC High and 18 seeded Braintree. Chance now for Gibbons as the crossing pass is out of bounds, and it will be a Braintree goal kick. So not really getting anything from what seemed to be a good scoring chance. As it will be played out by the keeper, O'Mahony. Getting to it first as Reen hustles towards the ball. Played out by the defender, and he plays it out of bounds, but I think he's going to be called for a foul deep on that side of the field. It's not really a spot you want to make a foul. Unfortunately, Reen got that right hand in, fully extended, went for the push. That would have been a really tough play for the defender to keep that ball in bounds. You'd love to keep him backed up, but obviously now with the free kick, they're going to move the ball over midfield. The ball sits free for Silva. Silva with the self pass. Continues down the field, does Silva. As the ball will roll out, and it will be a corner kick. They're actually going to overturn the call and call it a goal kick instead. So Silva, who decided to let it go, should have played that one, obviously, now, in hindsight. And down the far side. Goes out for a Braintree throw-in. Either side wants to make that costly mistake, but here in extra time, who knows what's going to happen. Ball sits free. Smith in a shooting position, and he shot it high and wide. He had so much time, and he released it way over the goal. It's a good strike, but obviously you'd like to see that ball a little bit lower and make the goalie have to make a stop. It's not often in a game like this you see a play with that much room from that close in. Overstepped by the Eagles. Braintree back down the field. Back up the field and too far in front of both forwards, Reen and McClory. Up and over the top of the defender is McDonough, who won that cleanly. As the Eagles will challenge the Braintree defense yet again. As it's sent to the sideline. And now the Eagles look to cross, and this one pops up and over the goal. Couple of players in front. Regulation was outstanding. This overtime has been just as good. Players slow to get up on the far side of the field. imagine cramping could be a problem at this point of a game. The number of minutes a lot of these starters have logged. Branshaw will play it out. And it's headed to the sideline. Fired back in. Down the field it goes. And very gently played out as Fernandez is tripped. And Branshaw will get a call in their favor. Branshaw trying to move the ball back down the field. Eagles with the chance. It's blocked. And the first overtime has concluded. So the two sides will take a breather, switch sides, and we will continue our action in a moment. Back for double overtime, as BC High will possess to begin the second overtime. We are still tied at 1. Both goals coming back in the first half. Braintree led at one point. The tying goal right before the end of the first half for the Eagles. That's all the scoring. There's been plenty of opportunities. So about 9.5 minutes left. 10-minute overtime periods. Braintree looking for one more to advance their season. Cutting it back, and the shot is blocked, and that's going to be a corner kick. So Monroe getting his foot in there, blocked it away, and the Eagles will get an immediate chance here in the second overtime. Left-footed corner, back post, all white jerseys there, and it's cleared away by Reen. Looking up ahead, but nobody there. Everybody was packed back. Looking to play it in is Doherty. Doherty has this one deflect in on goal off the header, and Braintree's goalie will make the stop. So O'Mahony, who's been busy late in the game, has to make another timely stop. McDonough along the sideline. Losing possession. And the Eagles, the pass too far as they carelessly turn it over. Monroe will throw it in. Played to the midsection. Sent back by Reen to the middle of the field. McClory will turn with it. McClory looking for a shot. Will fire, and he shot it high and wide. McClory obviously is a player you want to get to the ball to if he can, but there's plenty of players on this Braintree team that can find the back of the goal. We've seen it all season. This one played out. Kept alive. And now Kennedy, middle of the field, a little flick pass, open Silva. And that pass too far as Fernandez jumps in front of it. Smith. Is Braintree trying to turn with it? Silva being chased by a couple of different players. Chipped right back in by Kennedy. And now Reen. Flick back forward. Reen back looking for McClory. Ball continues to find Braintree feet. As it's played to the sideline and out of bounds off of Braintree. Ball sitting free, and the shot attempt, and a foul going to be called before the shot came in. Wouldn't have counted. So French with a low kick from O'Mahony. A rare mistake from the keeper. Dangerous is Madden going in the air, and this one in on goal is O'Mahony has been tested a couple times now. And this one played to the sideline, and it goes out of bounds. So we have not seen a goal since the first half. Nearing now almost 60 minutes of action without a goal. Braintree clears it out. Back just to midfield. As the Eagles work it in. And a bad pass taken away by Kennedy. Kennedy up the field. Reen chasing after it. The defender overrunning, got his hands in there and tied up things. Could have easily been a foul, but the magnitude of this game, probably going to let that go. Imagine, just like they did. As Silva was fouled. And Braintree will have a free kick. We have not seen a card in the game. Silva again has been upended. He's been down and hurt a couple of times here in this game. The last player you want to have go down, he's been so important to this season. Logging lots of minutes. He hasn't come off the field much. Braintree will have a free kick. They're going to send a couple extra bodies up there. BC High with just everybody back now. They do not want to afford giving up a goal here. As Fernandez will take the free kick. Just over 40 yards away. Fernandez places it. Open space. McClory cuts it back. McClory trying to draw a foul. Knocked wide to the sideline. Now McClory goes one-on-one. Looking for a shot attempt. It's deflected away. Opening up some space for Fernandez. Cuts it free. Fernandez will fire. It's deflected wide. And that is going to go for a goal kick. So a couple minutes of action left here in double overtime. Jumping in front of it, Fernandez. Up ahead, and a touch too far from Reen. Every single play magnified now at this stage of the game. And the player for the Eagles trying to steal some space on the field. As Carvalho told to be brought back at least another 5 yards. Right into the teeth of the defense. Braintree able to steal it. And along the sideline, a big battle and then a slide tackle. But they do not call anything. And Braintree frustrating, getting up, and that's going to be a card. You knew that was coming. Silva obviously very frustrated after not getting the call when he was tripped up. And then tried jumping up and getting in the passing lane of the throw-in. Thrown in, and Braintree will try and clear away as it's headed to the sideline. Time really running out now as the Eagles look to make something happen here in the final moments of double overtime. As this one is headed towards goal, and a save is made by O'Mahony. Sent away. As this one cleared out. Hustling after this one. As the ball is out of bounds for a BC High throw-in. Play it back to the defense. See if Braintree has one last opportunity left in them. Getting the ball up over the top. Continuing up the field. As this one cleared to the perimeter. It's now or never. Last opportunity here of of the double overtime. Braintree has to make this one count. McDonough will throw it in. It's got to be a good throw-in. Braintree with one more chance here as Williams trying to work it to the middle. And the Eagles get it. As the Eagles will try and hustle it down the field. A pass up ahead, McDonough getting back in the lane. As this one going out of bounds, and the signal is for a goal kick, and I can't imagine there being any more time left now. I wouldn't really kick the ball away if I was Braintree to let time run out at this point, and it will. Time runs out here in double overtime. This game did not get a decision in regulation, did not get a decision in single overtime or double overtime. We will have to be decided in penalty kicks, which we will have in a moment. You don't want to miss it here at BC High.
This is the city where danger lurks. Today, a new creature walks among us, terrorizing innocent citizens. They prowl the streets alone and in packs, causing mayhem, destruction, and carnage. Warning, until this threat can be contained, we must all be on the lookout for the dreaded digital deadwalkers. They're not looking out for you.
Dude! Engage!
A public service safety message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, who want to keep everyone well connected.
Sorry.
With strong, healthy bones.
Back here at BC High, the site of the Division I playoff matchup between number 15, BC High, and number 18, your Braintree Womps, as we will have to be decided in penalty kicks. It all comes down to 5 shooters from each side. Whichever team has the most after 5 shooters will win. If we're tied, we'd go further. Been a crazy game, and Braintree will shoot it first as Kennedy will take the first PK here against McConville. Kennedy shoots, and they stop him as McConville guessed right, and the tall goalie able to guess the right way as he stops Braintree in a very difficult situation to stop anything here in penalty kicks, since now Braintree is going to have to play from behind. The Eagles score here, they'll have the advantage. Tension at an all-time high. Braintree needs a miss at some point. Coming in, shooting and scoring on the stutter step is Curran. Didn't call his name much all game long, but he steps in and delivers. I don't think there's any specific rhyme or reason to who has to shoot these PKs. I think you could even choose somebody from the bench. But very tough in these moments. A lot of pressure. And McClory, who has Braintree's only goal in this game, needs to score here. Braintree wants to tie it at 1. McClory will shoot, and he scores! Pounding it right through the middle. As he comes over to try and get a little bit of instruction to his goalie, O'Mahony, who needs to make a stop. Got to stop one of these. With Braintree now on the wrong side. Through 2 shooters, Braintree has scored 1 out of 2. BC High on their second shot. They scored their only shot so far. So Doherty will shoot this. Trying to give the Eagles the lead, and he does. Just a guessing game as a keeper. Conville guessed right on Braintree's first shot. Neither have guessed right on the last few shots we've seen. 2-1, the Eagles leading as we head to the 3rd round of the shootout. Brings in Fernandez. The junior defender. Trying to knot it up at 2. Little stutter step move, and Fernandez off the post and in. Wow, that was very close to being a miss, and Fernandez gets the kind bounce off the post and in. Braintree misses that. This one's probably just about wrapped up. We have not seen a crossbar in the game or a post until then. And Braintree gets the bounce to go their way. Brings up Tisdale. As Tisdale comes in and blasted by O'Mahony, who guessed right but couldn't get a hand on the ball. He guessed the right way, just could not get a glove on it. That was the chance for O'Mahony to stop. Anytime you guess right, try and get your hand on that. Doesn't take much to deflect it away. So Braintree bringing up some of their key players here on the season, coming in key mode. This will be Silva to try and tie it at 3. As Silva, he really made him wait till the last minute. McConville jumped off the line, and a pretty easy finish from Silva. O'Mahony again, getting some praise from his players. Trying to be helped along to make a timely stop. As we are here in the 4th round of penalty kicks. Braintree 3 out of 4, the Eagles 3 out of 3 so far, and shooting right now. This will be Daly. Daly shoots and scores. O'Mahony dove to his right, and the shot went right behind him. And now Braintree has to score as we head into the 5th round of penalty kicks. If Braintree doesn't score, it's over. Braintree scores here, it'll tie it at 4, and the Eagles would still have a chance to win. It'll be Smith. Smith confidently going in, he scores! Hey, no doubter that time. As we are tied at 4. Need a stop. Braintree's season hinging on this penalty kick. one of the captains, Del DeBona, a chance to win it. DeBona in, and he scores! The winning goal here in penalty kicks as the Eagles don't miss. In 5 attempts, Braintree stopped on their first attempt of the PKs, and the final score is BC High 2-1 in penalty kicks. They win 5-4 in the penalty kicks, but win overall 2-1. The final score of this game, really a heartbreaking loss in a game Braintree could have won. They had their chances back in the first half. They had a couple of chances early in the first couple minutes, couldn't get one by the goalie McConville, and a couple of chances late in regulation, a couple of chances in overtime by both sides, but ultimately it had to be decided in extra time in the penalty kicks. It went all the way through 2 overtimes into penalty kicks, and Braintree loses 5-4 in the round of penalty kicks to lose 2-1 in this first round matchup. Really a frustrating and disappointing end to what would have been a great win if Braintree could have pulled what would have been an upset, obviously, as the lower seed, 18 seed versus the 15 seed Eagles, who will advance to move on. So what was a great game ends, unfortunately, here today. Braintree's season comes to a close, as that'll conclude our coverage for the season. Thank you for watching here today. On behalf of a camera person here today, David Eric, I'm Mike Rossell. We'll see you next time.